And we're live waiting on Larry.
Always waiting on Larry nowadays. Come on now.
I know. Where he at?
Hey, did he tell you I called him throughout the week?
Uh
Maybe last week
he didn't.
or maybe this week. So I found the oil for my side by side, and like I was telling you, I didn't want to really do a garage video, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of experimenting because a part is on back order. Like the rocker switches you got in your bike.
Yeah.
So with Super ATV, it's on back order. And I'm going to use, they come with a handlebar mount. I thought about using the handlebar mount and putting it up to the steering column.
Oh shit.
Don't know how it would look,
Yeah.
and it leaves you more space for your rocker switches. So I
Yeah.
thought that would be really cool.
Yeah.
It
That's
might not
true.
be a lighted switch or anything, but it's an in and out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
And it's wireless too. Because I bought the
Right.
kit from Super ATV and it comes
Yeah.
with like the wireless thing and everything. So
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, Larry should be coming in. I thought he wanted to talk about the whips. How's the garage look, man?
dude, looks clean, man. It's
I
unusual.
I know. I know. I've been slacking since it was cold out. I ain't been wanting to be out here, and when I am out here, I'm just trying to get a video done and get back in the house.
Hold up. I gotta notice something in the little screen you got there. Um,
What?
do I see a set of rims there?
Yep.
Please tell me they're not for the truck, they're for the side by side.
They're definitely for the side by side.
Now we're talking, right? Now we're
I
talking there.
when we get more viewers, I'll go and I'll hold them up.
There you go.
I'm
I
waiting
kind
on
of
the
saw the
tires.
boxes there.
Huh?
I saw the boxes there and I'm like, hold up, hold up.
Yep.
I'm waiting
Definitely.
I got a complete build going on my side by side. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'm really
The tires
good.
should be here a couple days. I have to go get them.
What'd you end up going with? If you don't want to do a surprise on the video, just
Rockabilly's 10x14s.
cool. 10 by 14s. That's pretty wide.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Um,
lot wider than what I got on mine.
I think they'll be the same width as thanks, honey. My rear tires. I think my rear tires are 11s or something.
Yeah, I got
What
10s
is
on
this?
mine.
Oh,
What's up, Miss Redneck? How you doing tonight?
All right, how are you?
we're waiting on
Not
Slacker.
not
There
too
he is.
bad.
Good.
Did you carry in some Subway?
No.
No,
Oh.
it's Zavarelli's.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a pretty good place. It just they were so busy.
I figured. I
It
was
took a
wondering.
long time. They were stressed that they were so busy.
Well,
So
they better
Really?
hire some damn help. This
yeah,
fucking
Is that
Larry.
is that local to you guys or is that like a franchise?
yeah, it's here in
Yeah,
Canton.
it's. I think it's privately
I
owned
think it's privately
franchise.
owned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's how
franchise
it
like
is.
it's
Like
the
we
league,
gotta
but
like if you're ever at Renegade, they don't deliver, but they call Jack's Pizza. It's in Richmond.
Huh.
yeah.
Oh man, their calzones.
I bet
There's
they're
Something
good,
there's
huh?
to
one place
try.
out there that actually delivers.
Yeah, that one last place that we went to, it was really
They
good.
they deliver to the end of the road. You just
Yeah,
ride
we
up
just
on
went
your
up there.
machine and go
Yep.
get it.
You
Oh,
guys
that's
have
pretty
fun.
cool.
I'm gonna go eat some food.
Well, you have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
Yep. All right, babe. Is what's his name still coming?
Yeah, but I just probably here in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. Man, where's Larry at?
I went and looked at a house today, Redneck.
Did you? You get in a house?
Thought about it. Thought about it.
It's worth
Um,
it.
it was kind of in my price range,
Yeah.
but it was not as expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looked better in the pictures.
Well, looking for houses, it's a pain. It took.
Oh,
We probably looked at over 100 houses before we bought this one.
really? Now, did you build the garage or did it come with it?
Came with it. That's why we
That's pretty
bought it.
cool.
Came with it. I'm gonna
Um,
message Larry.
that's always fun to do.
Right?
So, I don't know if you're holding anything back for your channel or whatever, but are your new rims beadlock or anything?
No, they're not beadlock. They they're like the fake beadlock looking things.
That's the way my truck rims are.
Yeah. They're nice. They got
Oh,
a lifetime warranty on them.
by the way, that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
wanted to tell you, hey, I got the 2500 mirrors for my truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm waiting on them to get color matched. From a garage. It's local to me. It's called
Yeah.
Roadside Hobby. I will recommend him to anyone, hands down. Body work, paint work, mechanical work, whatever you need.
Huh.
I know it'd be
Crazy.
a little bit of haul for you, but if you ever need any work, I know you do a lot of it yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd recommend him to anyone.
Heck yeah.
He's really cool to talk to too.
Right. Yeah, Larry, you're late to the party, buddy.
Is he commenting?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Get your butt in here.
I know. So when I share this on Facebook, do I copy the link?
Yeah.
Let me. Okay, there we go. I'm watching the stream. I'm giving it a like. But oh man, it's been a
Man,
long week.
my videos ain't been getting many views here lately.
Really? I
Yeah,
haven't
man.
been posting, so
Huh?
I'm so nervous to post anymore. And it's not even just to post, but just to have the courage to get on the camera. They're in front of the camera, behind the camera.
Nah, you just gotta do it.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable with you, like doing it on live with you guys,
Yeah.
because you have people you're talking to.
Right.
So
Yeah, you kind of gotta have your own conversation with your camera. Kind of like talking to yourself.
I do that a lot, so I should be doing pretty good at YouTube. But
Mm-hmm. Yep.
are you watching the channel, like the stream you're putting out?
No.
I'm watching it, but I see because it's the only way I can see the viewers and stuff. But we
Oh.
got 2 people watching right now.
Oh yeah. Two people. I see that in the corner. I thought my rim video would get some views, but it didn't.
I Did you post today? I haven't been on YouTube
Yeah.
today, so I'll be
Yeah.
more. I'll check it out, man.
This is a short one.
Hey, I watch 99% of your videos you post.
Mm-hmm.
I just what really got me interested to watching your videos, and I'm like, man, no, like offense to anyone, but I'm like, man, you can start YouTube. I can too. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
local guy out of the garage, and you
Yeah.
were local to me within an
An
hour.
hour. Yeah.
But I just figured, hell, if you can do it, then I can do it too.
I did it with my iPhone. That's how I started.
That's what. If you have you watched my video,
I believe so.
but it's really hard because you see a lot of these guys with some crazy stuff going on.
I
And
know.
it's almost like you can't compete, but you can compete at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. A lot of the
but
guys they got super expensive cameras, and I'm like,
yeah,
no.
I looked at a DSLR for like 600,
Yeah.
and I love the camera. I love the way it looks on video, like watching the video. But man, to drop $600 on a camera, whew, that's a lot.
I bought a DSLR. I got it. It was like an $800 camera, but I got it as a return item from Best Buy for 400.
There you go.
I took it back the next day.
Oh,
It only
well,
recorded.
another cool thing is to get on a lot of the social media platforms. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with Twitter or TikTok, but imagine having like Instagram where you can post on it and be like, hey, you send me your pictures of your bike, collages of your bike. I'll do a shout out to you,
Mm-hmm.
and it helps you and them out.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty neat. But
I do that in the groups. People send me videos, which I'm actually due to do one. People send me videos and I pick through them which ones I want because I try to get the best quality ones.
yeah,
And
I
those
understand
videos
that.
get thousands of views.
Oh yeah, but have you there's a YouTuber from Canada I would love to meet one day. And YouTube is such a big community, so if that could ever happen, it would happen. And it's a fantastic community, but it is adrenaline junkie prod. They're out of Canada.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would love to travel and do some riding with you.
Yep.
If this could reach out to him or whatever, I got a KRX 1000. You got some CF motos. Come hang out with us on a live one weekend.
You know who Weston Champlin is, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, you have to check out his channel. He came down here to buy a Hellcat, and he was like 3 roads over from me
Wow, that's
this
pretty cool.
this past week. And I seen his video, and I'm like, shit. If I was out riding a side by side, I would have seen him, and I would have stopped and been like, hey, jump on my camera here, buddy.
Exactly.
You know?
But yeah, that adrenaline junkie, man, they ride some crazy trails.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty neat watching some of the people do that because you're thinking like, I ride some similar trails, I can do that, but the train you're riding versus camera footage is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And it is ridiculous. Like it's almost comical of how that produces on camera.
Yep.
But
Exactly. I got a few different cameras, and I want to get my drone out this year because drone footage is just awesome.
I'll have to grab my drone and show you. I got a Mavic Air,
That's what I have, but I have the mini.
the Mini.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did you get yours?
Last um last summer, I think.
That's pretty cool. I had
Yeah.
mine for a little while. It's something I've always been into remote control, and I used to race remote control
Yep.
um, off road vehicles. And I got a rock crawler. You know, I've tinkered around with it all. I got a plane too, and a helicopter.
Yeah.
I've tinkered around with it all, and it is so like it's such an interest. It's like side by sides. Once you get into it, you're hooked.
Right.
I probably got $3,000 worth of side or with RC product. I built one right here at my desk one night. Took me a couple nights, but I
Yeah.
built it and I've raced it once and then kind of got out of it. I'd like to get back in it. It's pretty cool. Definitely different content to be able to post.
Yeah. I used to do the RC racing and stuff like that. I built a freaking car that cost me $1,500, and
That's it.
yep, I sold it. I said no, I'm not doing this hobby for fifteen
Oh,
hundred dollars. No.
I got a truggy, a 1/10 scale truggy. I can't remember the name of it, but I built it. $100 motor, $100 ESC, $100 battery.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely like a tough thing to get into.
Yep.
Did I make it to the party?
I don't know, Larry.
Every part you buy is $100.
Exactly. It's like side by sides. Every
Let me
part you
guess,
buy
no
is
audio.
500. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
grown up toy.
Yeah.
What's up, Larry?
What's up, Larry? He's in here now.
About time he shows up.
I know.
Test.
Oh, I can click that off there now. Oh,
You finally showing up, Larry.
he might not be able to hear us.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
He's got that thinking face going on.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know which monitor to look at. That's the problem.
Yeah.
When you only got one or two, it's kind of easy.
All right, I'm done annoying people while I'm eating. I had to. I didn't
Oh,
eat
I
all
don't
day.
blame you. Oh,
Uh-oh.
look. There he goes. Must not be
He's
wanting to come
having
on
technical
tonight.
difficulties.
Yeah. He wants to give a hard time to that Mac. You should give a hard time to him.
I know. And my Mac does just fine.
Now your garage is doing just fine. What's the wife gonna do now?
Oh,
You need a a fridge, a cot, and a microwave. That's all you need.
fridge right there.
Oh man.
I already got one. Probably got beer in it.
Hey, if you got a beer in it, I'll have one with you. Is
Empty
that a
box.
Coors? Is that a Coors? I couldn't see it.
Yeah, that was Redneck Ranch's box. He stuck it in there when he come up.
Wow.
I got it plugged in, but it's turned off because it's so cold out here. Well, it's not cold now, but
Yeah.
it'll be coming on, in about another month or so. I always stock it up for the whole summer and
With some adult beverages.
some adult beverages.
What the hell? Am I bottom bitch tonight or something?
It
That's what
must
it
be.
seems like.
You know what it is? Your last one in.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
I'm up top now. We'll see how
that
this
means I
stands.
hey, that just means I'm gonna be the last one out.
Yep.
It's a little different with this view now. Normally I'm on the bottom.
I know. There we go. Now we're all on the top.
Oh shit.
Have a rough week, Arizona.
Yeah, that was a pretty fast trip to Texas and back.
Oh, you went to Texas.
Yep.
What'd you get down there?
I did not get nothing. Uh, we went down to set up a power of attorney and everything for my father-in-law, and we're there for one day. Got there that morning, did everything that day. Shot back yesterday.
Hey, Bucky's. Hi, Charles.
What's happening, guys?
Oh.
I just noticed them.
And then woke up to it snowing here today, so that kind of screwed me on.
It's snowing in Arizona.
Yeah.
It was like
Because they're
45,
mine?
50 today up here.
Oh, that's too bad. Wow, my wife is telling me what I can do with my medication.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Every hour on the hour.
Those
Come
ones are
in and
different.
join the crowd.
Those are 7.5s. Okay. Okay. Nothing. I just got in here.
Tell her to close the door so we can see the rest of that CF Moto.
Oh my God.
Only if there was a KRX up there.
I know, only.
Here's the thing.
I'm just gonna have to bring mine out.
She hasn't came into my office all day until right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she does. That's women. Hey,
Until right
you,
now.
you see those wheels down there?
Yep. Yep.
Those are for my KRX, but since I don't have my KRX yet, it's on back order. They're going on my CF Moto. That sounds good, right?
I believe
Yeah.
it. I believe it.
Okay. 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 Somebody in the Razor group asked if they should buy a Razor or a KRX, and I said a KRX. Everybody
Yeah.
got all butt hurt.
Razor
They
guys get butt hurt real easy.
they do. They really do. It's like, damn, did you buy a razor or a tampon?
Well, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
Yeah. They sure do, man.
Well, if you spent $25,000 for a machine and it spent 80% of its time in the shop for
Yeah,
work,
you'd be butt hurt too.
yep.
When you put it like that, then yeah.
Or it
Just
goes
like
in
the
for
belt.
or it goes in for warranty work,
It never
like
comes
after a
out.
week after you bought it, and then it comes out. They finally get it fixed a week after it's out of warranty,
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
and they won't extend your warranty to cover that time that they had it.
Oh yeah, it's funny how that works. Just like with me with my one-way bearing issue, but lucky enough I had talked to Kawasaki and people told me that they have bad customer service, but I kind of looked past that because they sent me some parts to cover my troubles.
It ain't
And
Kawasaki that has the bad service, it's the damn dealers.
exactly, I
Yep.
completely 110% agree. I'm not going to call the dealer out because it's local to me and I work with them, but
Yep.
Well,
Oh, I got
that's just like with CF Moto. CF Moto is not a bad brand.
no, the
It's
dealer.
their freaking dealers.
Yep.
That's it. Dealers will make or break a brand.
completely. Like I've never had a Kawasaki and I just kind of jumped into it because I thought the Can-Ams were really overpriced. Don't get me wrong, it's a good machine,
Yeah,
but then I
if you're in the
thought
sand dunes,
Polaris
Yeah.
was very weak for the price, like A arms, control arms, whatever.
The Can-Ams
Um,
are great for the sand dunes and the road. Anything else? Forget it.
yeah. So I kind of was overlooking my options. I even looked at a YXZ, but then I'm like, I didn't really want to worry about shifting through gears in the trail. So that made me look to the Honda Talon. But the Talon I wanted was the Talon R live valve, and it was so hard to get them, and I just kind of want to go out and go riding. So
Yep.
I said, there goes the white KRX 1000.
Yep.
now here's something about the Yamahas. They suck on the trails
Yep.
unless you put a gear reduction in them.
Or
Then
your
they're
wide
pretty.
open trails if it's nothing
Yeah,
technical.
but if you got to crawl or go slow, I got a buddy who's got a YXZ, and if he's going through rocks and stuff where he's on and off it down in low gear, it'll just stop on him. It'll say clutch
You'll
overheat.
you'll burn the clutch up.
Yeah, and he's got to
Heck,
stop and wait for it to cool down.
back
It's like
when I seen my
before you were on Arizona, Redneck and I were talking about Adrenaline Junkie Prod. He was talking on his latest video that the last time they had a YXZ on the trails, the clutch burned up in 25 minutes. Oh, those look so weak.
Yeah. Supreme, Drive it like you stole it. Fucking send that bitch. If it's gonna blow, you want it to blow now.
Blow it at
I
least
I
before
have
the warranty's up.
I have never ever believed in breaking an engine in easy. Ever.
Just drive
I
it.
did it. I did that to mine, and the one-way bearing went out.
I do heat cycles, and after that, it's over. I
You
do
know,
3 heat cycles. After that, game on.
Yeah, I let it warm up, and I don't run max speed, but I'm not so say easy on it.
Yeah.
I ain't putting around the yard in it. I ran it around, running up the road and back, and then the one-way bearing went out.
I let my side by side sit here and idle for a half hour, shut it off, let it cool off, sit and idle for a half hour. Did that 3 times. After that, the throttle hasn't never seen nothing but the floorboard.
when I broke my 1000 in, it was on the sand dunes, so there was no light loads ever on it.
Exactly. The only thing I worry about, and I know some people have had this issue with the KRX with not running um, like if you do run a heat cycle where you let it idle the clutch is spinning, and it would pivot or groove the clutches. So I never really let it idle. I let it idle to warm up, but with the fresh belt being on there, I was into the throttle, out of the throttle, into it, out of it.
Yeah.
I never really stayed in one spot because I never wanted that to happen.
It's gonna happen regardless. That's just how clutches wear. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just where the belt rides.
Yeah, I got to say, with that Utilimax build I put on my machine, I never did heat cycle it. I ran it hard from day one.
Yeah, my wife, she didn't baby in her new belt. She just went hard on it.
I've had some people do a complete like recommended wear in on the belt or even the machine itself and had nothing but issues with it. And then I've had seen people that done that and have nothing but greatness with the machine and never had an issue with it.
Yep. I
Yeah,
just
Joey,
run them.
I well, Steve can test this. I pulled my clutch cover off, pulled my clutches apart. Um, belt's been in there for about 4,500 miles, and there was no belt material dust in there, nothing.
I had some dust on mine at 1,000, but
Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, it's totally clean.
it depended on like what belt you get too. Mine was a stock OEM belt, so if you ever put an aftermarket belt in, you never really know.
Yep.
My OEM belt left a lot of dust because I changed it at
Mine
2,300 miles because it disintegrated.
my OEM belt left a lot of dust also, but I have to say it wears good.
Your
I've
next one,
seen
you should go to
people.
the Utilimax.
I've gotten. I want to say my machine, my KRX 1000's got about 1,300 miles. I'm still on the OEM belt, stock belt, and I've seen video of people in California or Moab area getting 3,000 miles off a stock belt and then taking that belt off and using it as a spare belt.
Yeah.
So you never really know. I've seen people sharing that their dealers had KRX 1000s with 10,000 miles on them. So
Yeah. Well, look at Glenn Wilson, Larry. He puts like 8K on his side by side every year.
Yep.
look at side by side blog. They have 8 or 9 different machines, and they got well over, I guarantee, 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles on each of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're constantly breaking their shit though.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
But I think
It's
they do
pretty
it.
interesting watching them because they do pretty thorough videos of what's going on with their equipment.
Yep.
Well, that's better than some YouTubes I see out there that's pretty much nothing but a advertisement.
Yeah. Yeah, in the CF Moto world.
Yeah,
Yep.
they had a like side by side blog had a KRX 1000 um that Kawasaki sent out to them or their local dealer who sponsors them, whatever, kind of let them borrow as a demo.
Yep.
And that actually helped make my decision whether I wanted a Polaris, Can-Am, or KRX.
Yep.
It was pretty neat watching them use the low and then the low rocker switch they have that doesn't let you spin the wheels off basically on a rock. It was pretty neat watching all that. So I was like, why not go ahead and try it?
What are you playing with, Steve?
Hey, Larry.
Okay.
Thinking about building my own rock sliders.
Yeah.
I have enough tubing here that I can finish the golf cart and build those.
There you go.
Okay.
But my bender, I don't think I can get the bends that I want with it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I got a Harbor Freight pipe bender, not a tubing bender, and it bends tubing really nicely, but you can only go so sharp with it before it don't bend anymore. And I can get 90s and stuff like that, but I can't do like a bend just a few inches apart from another bend. So I would have to make a bend it, cut it, and then weld it to where I need it. Not a deal breaker, but you know,
It's a lot of effort and a lot of work.
right. And being that it's a rock slider, I won't have to put a bung inside it or nothing. It's not really
Yeah.
a huge structural piece, but me grinding down that weld, it's gonna look like shit when I throw paint on it.
Yeah. Another one thing that I don't see a lot of people doing is capping off their ends.
I don't cap off my ends for the simple fact if water gets in, I want it to get out.
Yeah.
So, capping off can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing.
I never realized once you cap it off if water could get in it.
If they
Yeah,
can,
you get condensation.
you get condensation and uh, these pipes and frames, they have breathe holes, so water can get in there and then it can lay in there and it takes longer to dry up, so it rusts from the inside out.
Yeah, you don't
So
want that to happen.
no, I anything that I build, if I cap off an end, it gets welded closed. But you got to be careful doing that because you build too much pressure in a tube and it's gonna explode while you're welding it. So what I do is I drill a hole, I'll weld the end closed, and then I'll just put a nice little tack on that little hole.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with welding and stuff, so
Well, if you weld anything closed that's small like a tube, and you're welding on it a lot, creating a lot of heat, it'll blow out.
Yeah.
Like a little pipe bomb, it'll split. Boom. So you got to be careful. It don't happen all the time. A lot of time you can get away with it, but there's that one time where you don't want it to happen.
yep.
Yes, Supreme. Um, tighten your latches and get you some heat shrink tubing and put over over your latch.
Hey, Arizona, you get any work done on the side by side?
Well, I was gonna go out today and do some work on it, and then it was snowing and the wind was blowing.
Oh yeah,
So
you don't have a garage. I forgot about
no,
that.
At
so
least
that
something
kind of
was
put a
getting.
kibosh to it.
At least something was getting blown today.
Well, yeah,
Sure wasn't me.
and I picked up some little stuff to make it to where I can use my factory taillights now as turn signals.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Well, that beats then spending $200 for the Canadian version of the fucking taillight.
Right.
Because the Canadian version has a turn signal built into it. The US version doesn't.
Yep.
But it's not that difficult to make the US version act like a Canadian version.
Yeah.
And then the little LEDs around the little LED marker lights around the headlight, I also made them flash now with the turn signal.
Yep.
I saw a video of the KRX having the running lights. Like when you don't have your headlights on, them little white running lights they got. They
Yeah,
made them the turn signals.
that's what I
Yep.
just did to my machine
That's pretty
in the
neat.
front.
But when he turned his turn signals off or his four ways off, they didn't light up white anymore. And that's kind of a issue for me if I'd ever do that, because if I'm gonna have running lights, I want it to look
Get with
like
me after this, and I'll tell you how to do it. Costs you about $20.
cool.
It's real simple.
That's pretty cool. But
Man, there were some people in the one group I was in today talking crap on your whips, Larry.
Was there?
They were talking crap on your whips.
Wow.
I had to set them straight.
What was it?
They were 5150 fanboys.
Oh, what were they saying?
Well, they said because you know how I explained that you put the wooden dowel through there to put the lights in.
Yeah.
The one guy said, "I never seen a whip with a wooden dowel in it." I said, "Well, I said if you paid attention to my video, you'd know why it's in there because you ain't getting them lights in there any other way, and you don't want to put a metal dowel in there just in case some of the coating comes off and it shorts out. You ding dong." And he goes, "Well, it's kind of hard to compete with 5150. Those are nice whips." And I said, "Well, let me break it down to you. These ones are made in America, and 5150 is assembled in America. There's a big difference
exactly.
because they use all the heat shrink from China and all that shit."
Yeah.
And
But
so I posted up some pictures. I said, "You see this heat shrink?" And then I posted a video of the whips. I said, "Look, no heat shrink. You know what it is? Pure jealousy. He probably doesn't even own a 5150 whip either. He probably got an Amazon whip like me."
Well, give it about a month, and you will see 5150 building whips like mine. I bet you.
Yep.
so speaking of whips, since this is what it's kind of about, have you thought about a like your giveaway that you're doing, or since we talked about it last stream, you ever thought about a day you're gonna announce it?
Well, so far you're the only one that's put in a halfway decent name. Nobody else has even put nothing in there.
Mm-mm.
I'm kind of curious because I'd like to get a set of the free Arizona whips, and like they look sweet. And just watching Redneck's video, I gotta see him in person. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. So either we're gonna have to get a sent over to me, or I'm gonna have to go and visit Redneck for a live one night, like we've been talking.
Yeah.
So
I know there's a lot of people that want them, Larry. I had a bunch of people message me asking in the groups, and I only had that one jackass that was giving me shit over them.
Well, and you got a prototype set.
Yeah, they're not gonna be the same as mine. I mean, they will be, but they won't be.
No, that's like the support rod that goes up through the center. That's going to be switched out to a fiberglass rod.
That'd probably be your best bet there.
is the wooden dowel rod cheaper for your prototypes compared to the fiberglass one?
The fiberglass, you can pick up a 6-foot stick for $1
Yeah, it's
at Walmart.
the wood dowel for doing a set of one-offs was cheap,
Yeah,
and it was easily accessible in my area.
right.
Because you got to remember, I live out in the middle of nowhere.
Agreed.
So the productions ones will have a fiberglass center support in them.
And really, all that is to keep the LEDs
Where they're
spiraled
supposed to be.
the way they're supposed to be. Because if he would just put them in there spiraled, they're gonna vibrate, and move around, and
Overlap and
yep.
understandable. So do you like glue the LEDs to the dowel rod?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Because I was always curious of how they did that and how they come up with that.
Yeah, there's a backing tape on the LED strips. You peel it back, and it's like double-sided tape.
But Larry, I think I know why you had the issues with the one dead LED light.
Okay.
And I thought back on this because I had the same problem. I went to Walmart when I made them cheap, crappy whips for the boys' go-kart. I went to Walmart and I bought a fiberglass driveway marker. It was like 6 foot long. I cut it down. I wrapped the LEDs around that. And it was too small of a diameter. And the LEDs were peeling off of the strip. So I'm wondering if you go with a little thicker of a dowel rod and little thicker of tubing so you still have room to get it in there. And it might solve that issue. It's something to play around with. You know what I mean?
But the next size up of doweling, whether it's fiberglass or whatever, is such a large diameter that it'll put the LEDs. You wouldn't even be able to get the LEDs into the tube.
So I'm trying
unless I went with a thinner walled tubing, which I can.
And you could do that because they don't have to be that thick. That poly is strong.
Well, that's why it's that thick. I want it to be able to handle a beating from a tree.
Right.
If somebody wants to use it as a baseball bat, I want it to be able to handle up to a freaking using it as a baseball bat.
Right. And if you go too thick, then your LEDs are going to be, your poles are going to be 2 inches around.
Yep.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine a 2-inch round freaking? That would be beefy as fuck.
Yeah, they're called camp markers.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna mute myself real quick. I'll be back real quick.
Okay.
Nah.
I mean, I just wanted to throw that out there with you because I had that problem too. And to solve that problem, I wrapped electrical tape around that just so I could get those whips done. I wrapped a couple things of electrical tape around it and then put the LEDs on that. And it really, that little bit helped.
Yeah, just take out some of the bend.
Yeah. Or if you can can you get strips with smaller LEDs?
No, that's about the smallest.
Yeah.
If you look at how small those chips are, they're pretty damn small.
I know they're small. Because if you could get them smaller, then that's a whole different ball game there.
But yeah, I did work on some pricing today.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm still working on it though, since I got snowed out from working on my side by side.
Right. What's your guesstimation?
I don't know yet. I'm getting everything and my costs and everything figured up, and
Yeah.
looking at where I can source some stuff.
Yeah, so it saves you time
Yep.
and technically money. Because if you can order 50 pieces at a time, even 100 pieces at a time, you can save a couple dollars per piece.
Oh yeah.
Plus your time and not having to make them.
Yep. But it's just so I'm working on the pricing.
Yeah.
Then I got to figure out my time in there.
I also seen where people was running two strands up through, and it adds so many more LEDs. It ain't even funny.
Actually, running two LEDs up through it, two strands,
Yep.
it wouldn't add any more LEDs.
No, it don't. It don't add count. It adds more. They're tighter together. There's more closer together because it stages them the way they're wrapped. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It stages them so it looks like there's more, even though technically there's not.
I thought about doing two wraps or two strips of LEDs, one going one direction, one going the other direction,
Yeah.
just to give it a weird illusion.
Yeah. Well, they're
That'd be pretty cool.
programmable, so you could do dang near anything you wanted to with them.
You know. But no, those but you got the prototype ones. There's already some things I'm going to change and
Yeah.
redesign.
I think
Make them
you should.
make them a little bit better.
I think you should off the quick disconnect. There's not many people use them anyway. If somebody needs a quick disconnect, you can throw it in, but I think you should throw them on a pair of matching springs.
Completely agreed.
Yep.
Well, yeah, probably for the 2-foot whips, but when you start getting to 4-foot and 6-foot whips, I think the quick disconnects are going to be a necessity.
That's a different
Especially-
ball game. That's a different ball game there. But for these smaller, anything above 3 foot, I would say, put springs on them. And if somebody specifically wants a quick disconnect, throw it in for like $5 or $6,
Yeah.
or give them their option: springs or quick disconnect. Then they can get their own damn springs if they want it. Because me
As
personally,
long as they get the right size, Steve.
yeah, I know. Got to get the right size springs. He said they can barely hear me.
I can hear you just fine.
I can hear you just fine.
I got the mic right here.
Yeah, are you using the mic you had before on the stream?
He said he thought I was working on something. Bucky says he has a new Baja 5B he's selling. How much you selling it for? That's a mini bike, correct? Hold on. Does this sound better?
That's way louder.
Yeah.
Wait. Too loud or?
No, that's fine.
No, that's fine.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay, me and Larry was before the stream. We were trying to get this perfect. We do that every Saturday, and for some reason we get it perfect, and then something changes along the way.
Yeah, like when I first came in, I went to use my earbuds and they
Yeah.
weren't flipping working,
Yep.
even though we had them working earlier.
Right. We had everything so perfect earlier. But I was working on something. I got my chair all fixed up.
There you go.
That chair came with our house. This garage had a lot of stuff in it when we when we moved in.
That
There was
looks
all
like
kinds of
a
those
steel mill chair.
those white cabinets back there, those Napa cabinets. They was here. They was actually hanging on the wall on each side of my toolbox. And then there was a big shelf with cupboards back there. I took it all down because I didn't like it. And the garage was pre-wired with the stereo already in it, but the stereo quit working, so I yanked it all out and bought a new one. And I put the benches in. There was no benches. If you watch some of my earlier videos in here, you'll see what it looked like. It's big change. Big.
Speaking of that chair, redneck, when I worked down in the steel mill, that's kind of how our chairs were.
Dang, back to Brap. That's cool. Yeah. I like this chair. I never used it because it was so low, and I just put some wood blocks under it tonight so I could use it.
Did you build that area where you're at right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I built all these benches I put in here. All the LED lights, which you already know that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else did I do? I did a lot. I can't even remember everything. All that doorway that's back there, it goes to a whole other side of the shop. I cut that out. I just grabbed a chainsaw and cut it out. I was tired of walking around the garage to go back there. They used to keep their mower back there. I don't keep mine back there. That's storage.
You still have a redneck. You still have that spare LED?
What spare LED?
The light that you were talking about? Because I commented on a video a while back about putting it up as a like on a tripod deal for when you're working on the bike. You have a good solid light.
Oh yeah, I put it in the basement, but I need to get it back out. Had it down there for live streams. I got to get it back out, but yeah, I got a tripod. I got an old camera tripod that's broken that I can put it on. Let's see. I seen your setup almost from the beginning, I think. Yeah, you would definitely know if it was the beginning or not because it's been a big change in here.
Hey, Steve. Here's something else. If guys want to use the factory tail lights on their
Yeah.
U.S. model Z Forces, they could do it real easy without costing them a dime if they use their trailer plug.
Really?
Yep, because think about it. The trailer plug's 4-wire.
Yeah.
Okay. Through that trailer plug, it runs your turns, your brakes, your marker, and your what's here to be your marker lights, your turn signals, and your brake lights. And your ground is there. So all you gotta do is take those wires and run them to the tail lights and get rid of them at the main harness.
Yeah.
And use a 4-flat that'll plug into the factory trailer wiring and plug them and use that and splice them into your actual tail light connectors.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't think about that.
Never thought about that. But another thing is the only side by side that I know of, at least. Maybe you guys are a lot smarter with that. But the trailer plug only comes on the CF motors. Is that true?
The trailer plug, yeah, they're the only ones that have it.
That's what I thought.
Yep. The new ones don't have it. Well, they do, but you got to buy it separate.
It's like a little, like a kit you can put in, ain't it?
Yep. They're nothing to be proud of. I'll tell you that. The plugs that they use are freaking garbage.
Are they?
You know, mine's
Yeah.
worked good from day one.
Mine works good too, but the plug it'll pop out of the socket just ever so slightly, and the lights won't work.
Well, Bucky, since they stopped putting them in, I got another solution. I'm setting mine up right now.
Yep.
I was going to have it done for this live stream and show you guys, but it snowed here in Arizona today, so I didn't get out there to work on it.
Did you get your clutch put back together?
Yeah, clutch is all put back together. That was done the next day.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
My $10 secondary tool I made to compress it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that works slicker than shit.
Yep.
Piece of 3/8 thread all, a 2-inch piece of PVC pipe, done deal.
Yep. Exactly.
And you know, a lot of people, they had problems when they compress it. When they go to take the snap ring off, it was getting stuck on the shaft.
Yeah.
I didn't have that issue.
Right.
I only compressed it down to where the snap ring was about 1/8 of an inch above the groove it sits in, and it worked fine.
Yep. I just got told that I should be positive.
What, COVID positive?
No. I should be positive to this guy. And I said, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just telling you what I know. I made that mistake before. He took, he's trying to make extended mud flaps for his CF Moto Z Force. And he took some thin rubber and added it. And I kindly told him that it's not gonna work. And he said, yeah, well, they're riveted on. And I said, listen, if you can push it downward with your finger, as soon as mud gets on it, it's gonna pull it down, and then it's gonna essentially not work anyway. He told me I need to be more positive. Well, that's the thing that I hate. Now I'm gonna get all pissed off because when people bug me and bother me and message me and ask me questions, and I tell them what I think, and they go and do the opposite thing, well, you just wasted my fucking time.
Well, and here's the other thing. When you go too thin, eventually the weight of the mud getting on it all the time is eventually going to crack it.
It's, well, not only that, but it's going to make it so it never comes back upward even after you clean it off.
Yep.
And I tried telling him that. And I told him, I said, if you're trying to do homemade, what I would do is go and get that flat. It's, I don't know, it's like 5-inch vinyl that you put in your flower bed that goes around your flower bed. It's that black vinyl stuff.
Yeah.
Not the stuff with the big lip. It's the flat stuff. It's got like a grain in it. One side has a grain, the other side's just plain black.
Basically, it's like some edging.
Yeah, it's edging, but it's all flat. It's not that other shit that has the big lip. He said, tell him to glue it on. Well, I told him, I said, go get that because it's vinyl. It's stronger. It'll handle it. But he, I'm about to. I don't like being that way, and I don't like saying that stuff. But at the same time, when you bug me and bother me all day long, every day, and you ask me questions and then you just basically tell me I'm wrong. It drives me nuts because that's time that I could have been using to do something else. I get
Yeah,
these messages all day, every day, hundreds of people.
I'm pretty sure. I think I know who you're talking about because they sent me a message too.
Yeah,
But
I think
they never said it was what it was pertaining to.
yeah, I think you do know who it is. I don't want to blast them or anything,
No.
but I just wish he would listen to me. Whatever. I did it. I did that same mistake before, thinking that it would work. I did it on a three-wheeler, and guess what? My feelings got hurt because I got hit with mud. And it only took about 5 whole minutes to happen. Exactly, back to Brap. Exactly. That's my whole rant over it because I help as many people as I can. Larry helps as many people as he can. All of us do it, and then they don't listen to you. They just waste your time.
Exactly. I called Larry. I think it was this week or last week, and I said, "Hey, I'm sitting here eating some Wendy's in my truck," and he gives me a call back. I was saying, "I just want to make sure I got the right oil,
Yeah.
your fluids." But
Yep.
There's
No.
so many choices of different stuff out there that you can do so many different things with,
Yeah.
and so many different materials. But you still got to choose the right material.
That's what. And I just gave him one example. Whether he ran with it or not, that was totally up to him. But I gave him an example of a material that is easily accessible at just about any Lowe's or Home Depot. You know,
Yeah. Now, see, personally, I wouldn't use vinyl because when it's cold out, if you tap something with it, it cracks.
it'll crack. Yeah, and that's true. That's true, but it's better than what he's got.
Yeah.
that's almost with anything when it's cold out, it gets brittle though.
Pretty much. Even the plastics on your machine.
You know, a good material to use for what he wants to do. Go to a freaking truck stop and buy a mud flap for a fucking
and
semi.
cut it. Yep, I was just about to say that too. And just cut it out. Use the ones
That
that he use
that
the
will give
ones
you
that
enough material to do all four.
yeah. Yep. And it'd be
For
thick.
fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you only need one mud flap
Yeah, and it's pliable.
for the most part. Yeah.
Well, if you need to like make a sharp bend,
Yeah, you
you
can do
know,
it.
just throw a heat gun on it and
Yep.
bend it.
Yep. He could
That
use
would
the
probably
ones
be
that he already made as a template.
yeah.
Because the ones he made they do look nice, but you can tell. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this without showing the moon.
I think I know which. I think I've seen them. I think they were made out of blue material.
I hold on. Yeah. No, not that. Nope, not that one. You guys see that?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're already
they're
folded
already
right there.
rolling,
Yeah.
Now do you see why I get angry?
and they're already rolling over.
Yes, by their own weight. Like I said, I don't want to put the guy on blast, but and then don't you hate it when they message you and you tell them what you think and then they go to the group and ask the same damn question and then 500 more people got to tell them the same thing that you just told them?
Yeah.
It's already been an hour, Redneck.
Sure has.
Now, okay, I am looking at the group right now, and I see where a guy just did what I mentioned to do about using a semi mud flap.
Yeah.
And he built the whole extended flare out of it.
Or
Huh.
the semi mud flaps that thick.
It sure does, Bucky. It sure does.
Yeah, they're probably a 1/4 inch thick at least.
Wow, I never knew that. It's good to know though.
Ooh, remember that post I was telling you about in the Razor group that I butt hurt people over CF Moto?
Yeah.
Somebody just commented and said that my buddy got fed up with Polaris junk and bought a 950. He said he likes the CV Tech clutch and he's a big fan of KTM, so he bought the 950 and likes it. And that's in the Polaris group.
Wow.
It's a good thing Backwoods don't have a Polaris. He wouldn't be able to join us on our live stream because his butt would hurt.
Exactly.
He'd have to sit on a freaking donut all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have to send him
Well,
preparation H pads wipes.
Somebody commented on my, you know, that ratchet strap post with that Polaris in it. Somebody
Yeah.
did. Somebody said, "Boy, you really hate razors, don't you?" And I was like, "Well, it's not even about the razor, the post. It was about the strap." But yeah, I can't stand them. Now, if it was back in 2008, 2009, sure, I'd own an 800 because those were tanks.
even the
But
900s were tanks.
even the 900s aren't bad. But what Polaris did since those machines, they've got their heads so far stuck in their asses.
Well, you know,
I'm
here's the thing about that you're pointing out about the D-ring the guy put in the floor.
Yeah.
And it looks like he just used lag bolts.
Well, if you look, it's already pulling up through the wood.
And it's already pulling up through. Now,
Yeah.
on my trailer, I got a wood deck, and I use straps over the tires.
Right.
But on the underneath side, I didn't use lag. I used actual bolts.
Yeah.
I used carriage bolts. And on the bottom side of my deck, I put in steel plates.
Yep. Yep.
So they can't pull up through the wood.
Yeah, steel plates going on the wood, it makes it way stronger. But that guy, you can tell he didn't do it right.
No, it was like he just grabbed a lag bolt and ran him down with an impact or something and called it a day.
Yep. Yep. Now, I made my own hooks in one of my other trailers before. I went and I got those. They're not even hooked. They're not even hooks for hauling. But I made them into that. I took a boat trailer and I widened it and everything, and I put a wood deck on it, and I put steel cross members across and welded them to the frame before I even laid the wood deck down.
Yeah.
And that's what I bolted those into. I used one bolt per D-ring, and I never had an issue. But if I would have put it in that damn wood, you best believe it would have been pulling through.
Yeah. And people are like, well, you know, you're only talking 5,000 or 2,000 pounds. So, you know, this bolt will hold that all day long. And the wood will hold it too. Well, yeah, you're right. It probably will. Steady. But people
Right.
forget about freaking shock load.
Yep.
Shock load's what rips things out.
Yep. You got that. You got, if things get squirrely and the weight of the machine starts pulling, guess what? Those are going bye-byes.
Yep.
The last thing you want is the load on your freaking trailer to start moving around when you're trying to straighten it back out. It's like, if that happens, you might as well let go of the steering wheel and hold the fuck on.
Yep. Oh, look at that. It's a good time to stop. 69 minutes. 69.
Yeah. We probably stop at 8:30.
Yeah, it's just,
What's up,
I
buddy?
just don't know anymore.
What's going on? Oh, I know. I know it's dumb. I was going to put in E-Tracks, but I like the D-Rings. I like D-Rings too, but E-Tracks are sweet. How you like that?
That is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
It's coming along slowly.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Hey, that looks like a Polaris Razor owner.
No, he's not. That's not no. That's not Nick. I hope so. I'm on a live stream. They're nice, ain't they? Yeah. 14? Yeah.
How wide you say they were?
They're
Evan?
light. Yeah, they're light. $108 a piece. No, that's a steal for those because they're ITPs. Every other rim I looked at was 150, 180.
That's where my tires are from. ITP.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
What's pretty cool. They're made in the at least their tires are made in the USA.
Yeah. This side by side looks different since the last time you seen it, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Steve, you should show him those whips and get his thought on them.
Oh, do I gotta go in and get the key? Hey, you got your phone on you? Call Jen. You don't? Yeah, have Laura give you the key to the side by side, please. He's gonna go get the key.
Sweet.
You guys can see the whips on camera, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I love them. I love them whips.
They're super sick.
They look super bright.
Yeah. And I'll turn this.
And I feel like for the amperage they pull off the battery isn't too bad for the size and like what you got in the whip in
Well,
general.
the amperage that they're pulling are about the same as those 4-foot whips over there.
That's what I got, 6-foot whips.
So yeah,
So
you're probably pulling more amperage than those.
the 2-footers, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's gonna be about the same. You're just downsizing to a different whip, but I think they're when I went with a whip, I got a 6-foot whip, and then I hated the damn thing because it whapped off of every tree there was. So I went to a 4-foot whip, and I like them. They're not bad. But then he said, oh, I'm going to make you 2-foot whips. And I was like, well, aren't those going to be a little small? And he's like, no, they look perfect. And well, they do. They look perfect.
They do.
Yeah. My buddy made these whips. He wanted me to show you these. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Them are freaking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're like the passenger for my car.
Right. Right. Yeah, he hand turned this aluminum on his lathe.
How much do you charge for a set of them?
Well, we're still working out pricing.
All right,
Yeah,
when you figure out a price, let Steven know. I'd love to have a set.
These are prototypes. So yeah, they'll do all kinds of shit.
Now, check
Yeah.
out those whips there, really close, and then grab Steven's old whips and look at the quality difference.
Yeah, over there. Those are China whips.
Hey Larry, you see what Bucky said?
Yeah.
What Bucky say?
Now I
He
need to
said
start
he
working
needed
on
a-
rock lights.
Yeah. Yeah, you
These
should
seem
make
like
set.
they're more put together, right? These seem like they might fly off.
Yeah, right. I mean, they're not bad though. Don't get me wrong.
They're definitely not bad. They're definitely usable. But those there, them are nice. Them are.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming along, man.
They do look, yeah. I can't wait to get my tires here and get them on them rims. Yep. I got to drive this.
Hey,
Oh.
Larry, I'm putting a winch on my side by side right now.
I got a new exhaust.
You putting a winch or a winch?
Winch.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
let's fire this up for a minute.
All right.
And I got a muffler coming in too. It's on back order right now, but I got a little build.
I think it's 8 gallon. Hey Larry, well, it
Yeah.
smells like America up in this son of a.
I'll tell you what. The live stream is way behind.
Oh, I bet.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot further behind than normal.
How big of a gas tank we got? Those are Elkas.
7?
I thought so. 7 something. 7.6,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I got a
It
10 on mine.
well, yeah, because you need that to go 50 miles.
I went from 11 inches ground clearance to 15.
I'm
And
jealous,
then I'm
Steve.
putting
You got more
28s on it, so I'll be at 16-inch ground clearance, which
You
is
got more ground clearance than me.
higher. Yeah, that's higher than the big boys. Not really, because I got the spacers on there, so it equals itself out.
You were with the
And I
spacers.
got
Do
those
you
shocks
throw a
set
lot of
all the way
mud
to
at you,
stop,
Steve?
so. Huh?
Do you throw a lot of
What?
mud at you with the spacers?
Throw a lot. I don't know. I haven't been in the woods with them yet.
With your
No,
spacers?
I just
I
stuck
right.
them
thought you
on.
did a video on your spacers a while ago.
That was my wife's.
Oh, okay.
But no, she really don't get. She don't get covered with hers.
Cool.
Nope. I am not going to Kentucky. That is too far for me to go.
Huh?
How far is it,
Yeah, I
Steve?
got those for her for Christmas. Yep.
Or
It's
Larry, how far is Kentucky from you?
too far.
It's far. You might as well. He's going to Redneck Ranches though with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's coming along.
We're looking into getting one. I want to get her set it up some where we can afford one.
We should
Let's
get
see here.
Larry to come up for a week for
Yeah.
us for riding.
What?
I said we should get Larry to come up to ride with us for a week, and then maybe a couple months
Oh,
down the road,
Larry has plans to come to Ohio, but it's not to ride.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it is.
you'll have to let me know, Larry.
When I get that done, we'll let you take that trail riding with us.
Let's see here. For me to go from my place to the Wildcat Off-Road Park is 24 hours driving, 628
Hell.
miles.
Hell
Oof,
no.
that's a
Hell
lot.
to the no.
For us, it's like 6 hours.
No. They can be a pain in the ass to work on. Yeah.
Yeah, Larry, when you do come to Ohio, you have to let me know.
Well, when I come over there to Ohio
Yeah.
again with my side-by-side, Steve and I are going to have it in pieces.
Kinda, yeah.
Then you can come take the KRX out for a spin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, have fun.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not street legal, but
then I just call it
I'll
call it just a slug.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Hands getting better.
Yeah.
I mean, it still hyperextends a little bit, but
Yeah.
Hey, my slug gets me wherever I want to go.
Yeah, right. Yep.
All right, you guys, you have a good night.
All right, we'll see you.
See ya.
Have fun. Take my old lady with you.
See ya.
I know. Ugh. He didn't get to
And,
hear my exhaust yet, so I had to fire it up. Was
and
it
not only
loud?
that, off road,
Huh?
yeah, it's loud.
Yeah.
It is very loud.
And not only
Yep.
that, off road parks aren't my thing.
I don't go to. Oh, I've been to one off-road park, and I got 1,200 miles, 1,300 miles on mine.
And
No.
that's the only place I ride because it's the only place I'm legal.
Why is it the only place you're legal?
Because here in Ohio, if it's not a privately owned park, I got to put my stock exhaust back on. And we all know that's not the American way, and it ain't gonna freaking happen.
Not necessarily, redneck.
What?
You don't need to put your stock exhaust on because there's some Polarises that ride with us that's got some crazy loud exhaust.
Yeah, but are you riding on state trails?
No, no state trails.
You're riding on outlaw trails is what you're doing.
Outlaw trails. I can agree with that.
Yep.
I definitely could agree.
Yep.
Okay,
But
Steve, this is how far the
there,
live stream is lagging. Is he just now left the stream out the front of the garage?
Dang, that's far.
it's lagging more for you, Larry, than me. Then it's a good 3 seconds behind.
I wonder if I refresh it, if it'll get better.
Maybe even shorter than that. But
Oh,
redneck, we got a little day ride coming up when my buddy's off one weekend.
yeah.
So even if you want to bring the quiet machine, the wife's machine down,
It's not quiet no more.
all right, but it don't matter, loud, quiet. We'll see them all. We'll take them all. But we got a little exploration to do around us because we found some more trails that we want to try to make it to.
Yeah. There is trails around here, but they're not side by side friendly.
See, ours, one of my buddies we ride with, he's looking at selling his right now, so he hasn't been doing too much riding. He's about 74 to 78 inches wide,
Wow.
and he fits every trail we can go on.
Yeah, that's more like it.
So I know you'll fit.
I might bring my 4-wheeler down with you guys.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I need to ride it more. It's a 2017 with 280 miles on it.
The only thing is, we do a lot of road. It's
Yeah.
like 3-4 miles of road to the trail, and then plus, if depending on if we go to another trail, which is another 2-3 miles up the road.
Yeah. I'm road legal with the side by side.
Yeah,
But I heard down there where you live, they like to give people shit with these plates.
they like to give people a hard time, but the roads we stay on, I haven't seen a cop on them roads, even in my personal vehicle.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're not out there, but and like I was filling my side by side up at a gas station where we ride at. I've had a sheriff come up and have a conversation with me. Like
Yeah.
he didn't care. It's
Most
kind
of
of
them
like
don't. Most
no,
of them don't because they're riders also.
exactly. And if you're not being an idiot, that's the thing. Like if you're not being an idiot, doing burnouts, doing drifting on the turns or whatever, then most people don't bother you.
Right.
Like we were out riding one night and a dude flooded his motorcycle. I had my light bar on, just putting on some extra light, and we're sitting here helping the. I'm helping the dude out.
Yep. Yeah, I got a local place here where I ride, but I can't go far because all the trails is either for a dirt bike or a small four-wheeler, which suck. And the
No,
other place, the cops been chasing people out of there. That's the last thing I need.
exactly.
Steve,
Especially with you being
you just need to come
local.
over here to the Southwest and call it a day.
Well, when I get rich from YouTube, I'll be packing up and coming.
Well, shit, that's never going to happen.
I know. I know.
Maybe if you start doing lifestyle videos, redneck lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to paint my fingernails and shit to get views around here.
Well, you'll gain some, you'll lose a lot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looks like there will only be 2 people on our Saturday Night Live.
This Wednesday's video, I got some really cool fingernail polish I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna paint my fingers. We're gonna get some 2K clear, and we're gonna make that shit so it don't ever come off Redneck Garage style.
Oh boy! I'll see y'all later. At that note.
Oh. And if you're lucky, we might even show you some lingerie, but I ain't fucking wearing it.
Oh, you know you want to.
Exactly.
That's a big hell no. I know what I need to do to get views, but the old lady won't like it.
TNA. That's all it takes is TNA.
I'm gonna go downtown, find me a prostitute, and throw a bikini on her, and let her bend over the side by side for a fucking thumbnail.
Oh,
you just got to make sure she's young so she ain't all wore out and got those bat wings going on.
Yeah, bat wings.
all about them views.
Yep. Well, hell, I thought, I only did a video on the rims today because I thought people would like to see it. I don't even think it barely hit 100 views. So I'm like, why did I even waste time uploading that video? Let's see. 158 views in 4 hours. And then you got the advertiser folks that get 2,000 views in 4 hours. I'm doing things all wrong. I'm going to have to open up my YouTube video by kind of like this. Hey guys, welcome to Walmart. We got tampons in this section. We got diapers over here with baby bottles. And we take EBT. So,
Hey,
No,
listen, I'm with
it's
that.
what you got to do is instead of telling somebody how to part out a clutch kit or something, you'll get more views just by telling them where to go to buy it.
yeah. Hey guys, you know where you can get my clutch kit? You guys see that I installed it, so you can get it on Amazon. Check out the links below.
Yeah.
30,000 views right there.
30,000 views and 3 people
20-second
going.
video. 30,000 views.
I'll get 30,000 views and 3 people will go. Why didn't you show us how to install that? How are we gonna know how to install that? So then I'll make a new video going, hey, if you want to install that, take it down to your local dealer. They'll do that for you. Bam!
40,000
Another 60K views.
Well, somebody in one of the groups today, they asked where they could buy a clutch kit. Somebody told them where they could go buy the clutch kit. I said, save yourself 100 clams. Here's the spring they'll send you. Here's the weights they're going to send you. Here's the link to go buy them.
Yeah.
54 bucks out the door for what they're charging you 154.
Yeah, well, when I
Possibly more
priced
than
that kit, and I'm not bashing no dealers or anything, because they got to eat too. I get it. They got bills, lights, employees, insurance, etc., etc. But I priced a kit through an unnamed source, and they quoted me $184. I hung up the phone because we all know I paid $80, which on my thinking here, even at $80 I overpaid for these sliders, but still, I can cope with 80 more than I can 200 for a set of sliders. I would have
Yeah.
rather have paid $50, which is what I think they're worth. But, you know, I get it. The dealer's got to eat too, but damn, ripping people off is ripping people off. Especially when somebody calls you and says, "Hey, I need this kit." You go, "Okay, what's payment information?" You take their payment, you throw the shit in a box, you throw it in a fucking mailbox for the mail lady to get, and then you're done with it. You're just moving
Half,
parts.
half the people,
Why do you
half the
need to
time they come
profit
and pick it
60
up.
$60 plus on it, or
Oh, more
$100
than
plus?
that.
Yeah, and half the time they come pick it up.
You're just grabbing a couple parts off a shelf.
We're froze. Yeah,
Who's froze?
exactly. You
No one's
are
froze for me.
I'm froze?
backwoods.
Oh, I see everything fine. It's a
Oh,
little
on my
laggy
end
on
it is.
Redneck's end, but
Hopefully, can you see me?
yeah,
Yeah.
I can see you perfectly fine.
I see you moving. I see you waving.
It's a little
Huh?
distorted, but nothing.
Yeah, your camera's acting a little funky.
Yeah.
It's Yeah, it's choppy over here. Uh-oh.
It, I don't know, it could be that USB extension cable.
Ooh, Redneck went out.
Oh, he'll be back. It just now showed him leave the live screen.
Yeah, I just saw that. I looked over and saw that. It's like a good 4 seconds behind. I don't see him.
I don't see him either. It's probably a good thing.
No, but I bought that. Speaking of that winch, or we were talking about it earlier. I bought that kit from Super ATV. Came with the mounting bracket and everything. I figured instead of having dealing with the hassle of buying this part from here, buying that part from there, I'd rather buy it as a kit. And
Well, my whole thing is with these clutch kits is it's a spring and a set of weights for the trail bot clutches. The weights cost about $20 for all 6 of them. The
mhm.
spring costs about $30, but it comes out to like right around $54. And somebody's taking these weights, this springs, packaging them together, and selling them for $150. Why the hell do you got to mark it up 3 times?
Yeah,
Steve's all kinds of weird crap over there. Give it a couple more seconds, he'll be taking that old laptop and throwing it. And
All you hear is "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Another few choice words.
Come on, Stevie. You got to come back sooner or later.
I know.
I don't think he's coming back. I think he's
I don't
done.
know. He might be done.
I just decided to go and disappear.
This might be his cue to get off.
Well, his video,
Oh,
he started getting laggy. And
yeah. Hey, Raymond, I'm like 45 minutes away from Redneck in Ohio. Not even 45 minutes. I just now saw you said that. Hey, Jack, we're having a blast up here, waiting on Steve.
oh. Let me see here. Let me kick him a message.
Go for it. Thanks with your help with them oils, though, because I'm putting that winch on. I'm going to change my oils tonight.
Yeah.
I'm nervous to do my oils. I don't know why, just because it's like getting the right amount in the diffs.
He messaged me back. He says he's
Cool,
trying.
man. Sweet. I'm like 2 hours away from Columbus, if you know Steubenville area. I'm like 25 minutes away from Steubenville, not even. It's in Jefferson County. So, did you like the name I put out for the whips?
I do.
I thought it was definitely your style.
I'm all about freedom.
Oh yeah, so I know it was definitely your style, and I just kind of I was at my buddy's house one night, and I was like, the Freedom Whips. That sounds pretty cool.
See, I'm 30 hours away from Steve.
Wow,
2,000 miles.
that's a oh, I never would have thought of that. Be honest with you. Steve commented, I think I'm back in. Oh,
Was he showing up?
Steve, he might be back on the
Are
Mac.
we
Oh no,
back?
he's in the garage.
I don't see him yet. All it's got is his name for me.
Oh, sweet Jack. He's back in for me. It's froze, but I can see a picture.
Yeah,
Are we good, guys?
yeah, you're there. Tell you're on your phone now.
Yeah. I can see you on your phone, but your camera is very it's just showing a picture for us, or at least for me.
Hold on.
On the StreamYard side, it's dead.
Yeah,
But you can hear me at least for right now.
Yeah,
I
on your
can
phone.
see you and hear you on your phone.
Okay. I'm restarting the computer. I don't know. I don't know if it's the computer or the internet.
I'm guessing it's probably that 20-year-old freaking laptop.
I think it's the internet.
I think it's that 20-year-old laptop.
No.
It's probably the laptop. I agree with Larry.
Well, I'm too poor to afford a new one.
All right, everybody see where Nightbot, the Patreon down there? Start
Exactly.
a GoFundMe page so Steve can get a new freaking laptop.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because, I got to pay money to do these dang on videos. I'm stuck with the 2007 laptop. Oh.
Listen, if everyone donated there was 12 people watching. Now there's 11. Everyone put $5 in there. We'll be good to go.
Then I can get a 2009 laptop.
There you go. Look, in 2 years, man.
Yeah. I'm trying, guys. We was going fine until then.
Yeah.
I just wish Elon Musk would hurry up and get his shit together. I put my deposit down for that Starlink internet system, and
Yeah.
Have you heard anything back yet?
no. Matter of fact, I will check right now and see if they've got
I watched
anything.
a video on that. Am I back? Am I good?
No.
Okay. Hold on. It's the internet. Shit. Uh-oh. Trying to connect. Oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
On the phone,
Okay.
yeah, I can hear you perfectly good. I can see you good too. It's not like laggy or anything.
Okay. Okay, I'm on the cell. It's just internet, guys.
What internet you have?
I got Spectrum, but it's not bad. It's the internet out here in the garage. It's not right. Ooh, it's connected. Maybe it'll work now. I doubt it.
No, they haven't sent nothing yet.
I hope they send something soon for you, Arizona. I want you to let me know
Fuck,
how
I
that
hope so
works
too.
for you. Because if that works for you there, I'd like to try it where I'm at.
My back.
Oh, the computer. Yeah, computer's back up.
Yep. It's a little laggy, but you're there. Now it froze again. The live stream's so behind.
Froze again?
Holy cow.
Have you plugged
Hold on.
anything into the garage different?
No. What's going here? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Hey, Redneck, I see you got all them helmets up there. So I was thinking about
Yeah.
like when we're riding to do a helmet cam, and I was gonna put it like on the bill right here, the helmet, and then put a mic
Yeah.
coming off like your GoPro or whatever in your helmet, so you can commentate while you're riding.
Yeah.
And then if you get a
You
like
can
a
do that.
Cena or Senna, whatever they call it, I know there's so many names for it. I can talk to you, and then like say if you ever do a ride with Larry or we all three do a ride together, we can all three have the same kind of setup and talk to each other and link them all together.
Right.
You see, I already run a VHF UHF radio on my side by side.
I do too. And technically, you can run a Bluetooth mic with it.
Yeah, but I don't wear a helmet
So
when I ride, anyways.
could you get a wireless setup to run in your side by side instead of like a hard mounted system?
Yeah, they make them.
Yeah, with your stereo. Shit. Well, I was gonna switch my cam for you guys, but anyway, there's our helmets.
I
We
like
got a
that
lot.
fourth one in on the left. That lime green and
It's
red
hard
one.
for me to keep up with comments on here, guys, so I'll try my best.
I'll read them out to you.
Jack wants to know, so where do y'all ride in Ohio?
I
Where they
can
Well,
let
show
you?
you how we find
yeah,
trails
on the
like I did
street.
last week, but if you want me to show you how to do
Yep.
that, I don't know if it's local to your county, if they have the same style of map, if you want to call it.
Well, I gave Steve a $1 million idea to do today for Ohio.
Yeah.
He
I'm
needs to
trying
do
to
a
get
he needs to do a book with all the trails and riding locations, GPS
Yeah.
tracks, everything.
You can do that
That'd be nice, huh?
on the ride command.
Yeah, you've been checking that out, ain't you?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get all my buddies to get it who we
That's a
ride
nice
with.
app.
I will admit, I do like
Yeah.
Polaris's ride command. We talk a lot of crap, mostly
Yeah,
Steve,
it's
on
pretty good.
Polaris, but I do like the ride command.
And see, I use Gia GPS or Backcountry Navigator, and is
Hey
why I use
Dan,
those
how do you
ones.
like? Sorry to
Is
interrupt you guys.
is why I like those ones. Is I can take them. I can
Yeah.
pull up a satellite map on my PC. I can make all the routes and then send it to my tablet or my phone. So if I'm in an area without cell service, I still have satellite maps with my routes.
You
Yep.
can do that with the ride command, I believe, too. But I've only looked at it through my phone. I don't know if you can look at it through the laptop. But say if I have my own trail system on my property, if Redneck came to me and said, "Hey, I want to come riding with you," I can send him the link to it, and then we can add the devices together or whatever. And say if he gets stuck and I don't see him, and I go up down the road, I can look on there and be like, "Hey, Redneck's at this spot. I need to go back and make sure he's okay."
Yep.
That's pretty
The
cool.
ride
But
command is it really is nice. People are using it on their tablets without cell service.
Well, here's I'm reading right here. The Ride Command app is limited in offline mode, but can still record and save your rides. The trail maps are pretty detailed with trail levels, ATV, UTV, ORV designations. When you have cell tower signal, you can see the location of other members in your group that are sharing the location of the app. When you do not, you cannot see them.
See, I didn't know that, but
Dang.
I'm looking at the comments. Hey Raymond, how do you like Tecumseh? I plan on going there and don't really have too many people that
I
would
know a
go
lot
with
of
me,
people
and I
that
just
like
kind
that
of wanted
place.
a little overview.
My wife and I want to go.
I want to go badly because it seems like all the videos I've seen were pretty cool.
We do too.
You
Yeah.
have to let me know, Steve.
Yeah, we're planning like a fall trip there because we got everything else going on.
Cool, cool. I'll be more than gladly to go out with you guys if planning on going.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see this.
I wonder
Hey,
if I know
Steve.
anybody that'll come and run me some Cat 5e cable out here.
Well,
What do
if
you
that
need?
pipe, if that pipe's empty, run it through it like we were talking about.
I think it is, but
You want
I'll
me to
buy
give
the
you a
tools
little?
to make the cable one time.
I got the tools, or at least I know someone who does. It's been a while since I've done Cat 5,
To
but
make Cat
I've
5.
done it before. I made the connectors from.
Yeah, they're not. Don't they make those connectors where you just put them in and push the pins down now?
Yeah, you got to put them in a certain order, and then you shove them in and stick them in the tool, and it's like a cramp style, and you crimp it together, and then you can work.
Yeah.
Then it'll work.
Huh. Raymond says the trails are decent.
Have you been on the new trail they opened up? I know it's been a couple months since they opened it, but I know they had a thing on their Facebook group. But hey, Steve, you have any idea how to put
Huh?
knobs on your side by side?
What?
Like shifter knobs on the side by sides? Have you done that?
Yeah, I have a video on that
Is different
because I did it. I did it on mine.
different side by sides have like obviously going to be different diameter shifters, but the way they mount, is it all generally the same?
Yeah,
Like a screw on deal?
pretty much.
Because I got
Yep.
two, my buddy gave me
I bought.
a Hurst billet one, and this one like goes in
Well, isn't yours a
the
push?
little. No, what'd you say?
Isn't yours a push button shifter?
No, I got a on my KRX.
You,
It
It's
doesn't.
lever.
It doesn't have a button on it though that you push to take it out of park. And
No,
well, then there you go. Put it on there.
and then this one is like a pistol grip.
I found a.
that's like an old Hurst T handle.
Yeah, they're both Hurst,
Hey,
and
Larry.
they're both two different thread size, but one of the threads look almost screwed up. So I don't know if I'll be able to use them. He gave them to me for me to try, but it'd be different.
Hey, Larry.
Yeah,
I found 100 feet Cat 6 cable for $24.99.
that ain't bad.
Mm-mm.
No, they got a flat one and a round one.
Yeah, just get the round one.
Black round. Think 100 foot's enough to come out here?
100 foot?
Yeah,
Probably.
I would think. I would. I'm adding it to the cart. You guys are killing me with this YouTube crap. Draining me dry. Oh man, I
That
already got
hooker's
like
starting to sound like
$300
a
in the
good
internet
deal.
out here, and it's not even right. Yeah, I need them clickbaits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey Raymond, I'm
Well,
just
it's in
not
the
seeing your
cart. We'll
comment.
try that. If that don't work,
I'm just not seeing your comment, Raymond. That's pretty long for a trail.
let me show you. Oh shit! My cell phone's at 1% and it's plugged in. Damn it! I wanted to go over and show you guys what I got for internet out here. Hold on. We can make it happen. Hold on. See this light that I like so much?
Yeah.
Check this out. Check this out. Unplug my phone. Battery bank.
Oh, speaking of that, I'll show you something we talk about battery banks. It's pretty neat.
Huh.
So I went on
Hold on real
Amazon and
quick.
bought like
I
a
want to show this to
$60
Larry.
gimbal
Oh.
for my phone,
Yeah.
and it's got a
Oh yeah, I seen
USB
that on
port.
there.
I thought that was pretty neat. It's got a USB
Oh
port for
crap.
you to use it as a power bank for your phone. It's
Yeah,
got
that's
12
cool.
hours of runtime.
Hey Larry. Yeah. Tell me if you can see that router.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I got it. That daggone light is always red. I think that's the problem.
Well, when we were messing around earlier, you didn't have it up there and everything was working fine.
No, it's been up there all day.
You probably shouldn't have that plugged into a light.
It's not plugged into a light. It's plugged into an outlet all by itself.
Well, I know when we first set it up, it was plugged into the wall.
Yeah, it's plugged into the wall now. Well, it's just on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's in a
It's
different
actually
outlet.
plugged. Yeah, it's actually plugged in. Yeah, but it's been working fine all day till now.
Well, I'd go back and put it where we had it originally.
I can't. That's it on the
Why
4-wheeler.
can't
I
you?
wanted to get rid of it. Cause I think
What am I
I
going?
think them things are just slow.
No, I've used them for years.
Well, it probably worked
He's
fine in my house, but it don't work fine coming out here.
I used them out to go from my house to my garage. Fuck, I used them to shoot a connection over a quarter-mile away.
That's operator
Hmm.
error right there, Larry.
No, we get it working good, and then he's got to go and fuck with it because his OCD gets the better of him.
It's been up there since this morning. Yeah, because I try to keep things nice and tidy.
Go put it back where it was.
I'm not moving it. It'll get hit with the damn hammer here in about a minute.
Because of what you did.
Huh?
Because of what you did.
It's been there all day, working fine until now. I didn't leave live stream and move it.
Put it back where we originally had it.
It still works. It does the same thing there. The
Put
same
it back
exact
where
stuff.
we put that. Don't quit trying to justify it to yourself.
It does. It does the same stuff. I come
Listen
out
here,
here
Watch.
this
Terry.
morning. It wasn't working. I unplugged it, plugged it back in. It was working. I moved up there and it was working.
Larry.
And
After a
now
while,
hours
we'll put
later, it's not working no more.
You know, I'm just gonna start calling you Dave.
What?
You know why?
It's junk. Them boxes. I'm getting a.
I'm just gonna start calling you Dave.
Here comes the Mac. He's gonna be just like the
I'm
Mac
getting
and
a Cat
Dash
5.
again.
Now I'm gone. See?
I'm
Hey,
just
leave
gonna
my
start
Mac
calling you
out of
Dave.
this. Yeah, I hear you.
You know, why don't you put 55-pound tires on your side by side
I don't know.
on
Why
each
not?
corner?
I think my rims that I just ordered are lighter than my factory ones.
We probably are.
I'm gonna go in the house so I have better internet.
Your phone ain't doing too good out there right now either.
I know, and I'm on cellular network. Son of a bitch.
You just need to put shit back the way it was.
Nope. I'm getting a Ethernet cable. Fuck them little boxes.
Hey, Larry, you see what Bucky said?
What?
That's what I was thinking.
Even when they're not being ridden,
What?
does that
I'd
mean they
like.
can seize them off your? Does that mean you can seize them off your fucking trailer?
What the fuck? Somebody'll die if they touch my shit.
That's a good way to get shot.
Yeah. Really good way to get. That's a good way to get your ass beat for sure.
And my pistol that I carried is known for going through bulletproof vests.
Right? I walked out of the garage without my tea anyway. Son of a bitch.
Listen, redneck's working, doing the walk of shame from the garage back to the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this up, Bucky.
I heard of something like that. They were crushing them. And they showed it on the news here.
See, I haven't saw anything around us, but I haven't. Was it recently?
When I seen it, it was a couple months ago.
I haven't heard anything about that, redneck.
I'm reading it right now.
Time is it?
It's 9 o'clock.
Bye. Hold on, guys.
Okay, but here's the whole thing: is you got jackasses riding their ATVs and motorcycles and shit, unregistered on the streets.
Yeah, that's what happens.
He just said, "I'm doing the BLM is the prob." They're doing the BLM as a prob.
Yep. The BLM is doing it.
It said they're doing this BLM is the prob.
But see, is what they're talking about is and about not even being ridden. That's like Somebody's got a video of that bike going down the street or the highway or whatever. The police get it, then they're taking it and seizing it.
Yep.
But it's all unregistered shit.
He said sorry, yes. I know someone around here was drove down south to get their unit and was riding it home from a buddy's house that was a mile down the road and was trying to do a break-in period and got chased.
Yep.
Hey, look who's on the bottom now, Arizona.
Steve's bottom bitch.
Oh, now he has to move it down.
I feel like the bottom bitch tonight. I'm still recovering from that drive to Texas and back.
I hear you.
Ooh, that's got to be brutal. Did you at least spend a night down there, or it was kind of like?
Yeah, we stayed one night there.
I bet you that was hard on your back and stuff.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I even sleeping down there was hard on my back. I went through my pain pills like they were freaking candy.
Yep. Well, I guess I should get off of here.
Yeah, we're at the 2-hour mark.
Hey, does Walmart sell 100-foot cables in stock?
I'm not in the store, so I couldn't answer that. I'm only in the distribution center.
He's in a distribution center. Well, don't you distribute Cat 5e cables in the 100-foot range?
I don't know. It doesn't come out of the freezer, so I couldn't tell you.
Here, watch this. Quick internet search. WallyWorld.com.
If
Here we
I
go.
on the internet, I get kicked off of here.
It's all right. We'll have like Arizona looking at 5 different monitors. This place got it at this price. This place got it at this price. This place got it at this price.
That's right.
His setup's pretty cool, though. I'll admit that.
Yeah, for sure.
How is it you do a search for fucking Ethernet cable and it shows up as HDMI cables? Fucking Walmart, I swear.
They have to talk BLM language because they don't talk language in the dictionary.
Well,
this thing's a
my
pretty
wall. My Walmart doesn't show it has it in stock.
Huh?
My Walmart doesn't show it as if they have it in stock.
They do have them in stock?
No, they don't show it as if they do.
Oh.
Doesn't mean yours won't.
Yeah. I'll look when we get off of here.
I'm sure your buddies over at Best Buy do.
Yeah, for $189.99.
What?
I don't know. They're expensive over there. They had a roll of cable. It was like $120 when I was there.
What was it? Freaking gold plated?
No, in Best Buy. Yeah.
Silver's a better conductor.
Oh no, gold's the best.
Yeah.
Ethernet cable. Pick up today, North Canton.
Not picking it up today. They're closed.
Maybe 2 hours. Not even 2 hours
How
ago,
much
you
is
wouldn't
it?
be able to pick it up.
$21, 100-footer.
At Best Buy?
Yep.
Bucky
Well,
said
shit.
you can get 1,000-foot for 50.
I don't need 1,000-foot. And that's too long for an Ethernet cable anyway.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to go over 100 feet.
Yeah, okay.
You're not. I've done it before, but it was slower than shit.
Jack says Walmart. When I was in school, we ran it probably
Cat 6,
either
100 meters is the max feet.
100 meters. That's 1,000 feet, right?
328 feet.
Oh.
I was gonna say we ran Cat 5 almost 100 feet in school when I was in school, and it worked perfectly fine for what we used it for.
Cat 7, you can go 100 meters at 10 gigabit speed.
Yeah. Well, that's, yeah.
So you just probably left off you probably just confused meters with feet.
Yep.
That's why your wife confuses millimeters and inches.
Yeah. That's right. Honey, I'm giving you 12 millimeters tonight. She said sounds good.
Oh boy.
Hey, did you see the forecast? We're supposed to get 1 to 3 tonight.
Hey, Bucky
She
said I
told
have
me
a
to shut
hundred
up.
foot. Bucky said I have 100
I'm not
foot.
using
I'm
it's
not
new. I'll
using.
send it. I'd appreciate it, Bucky, but by the time I get it, I might as well just go to the store because I want it to be right for next Saturday.
Yeah, and if you send it 3-day, he'll get it a week later.
And yeah, if you send it 3-day, yeah, I'll get it 7 days later.
That's a good shipping right there.
But he will tell you the box wasn't damaged at all.
No, it wasn't. Shocking. Well, guys,
Oh,
I guess I should call it a night.
yeah.
I gotta go out and work on the side by side.
Oh.
Fuck. You can come work on mine.
Hey, listen, you pay
Yeah.
for my plane ticket, I would be more than gladly to come
Wait,
back out.
let me see here. What airport would you fly out of?
What?
Pittsburgh, PA.
That's cheap.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see
Good
here.
night, Jack.
Night, Jack.
Let's see here.
You and me both, Raymond. I want to do some riding too.
Me too, but I'm waiting on my new tires.
I got mine in. I just haven't put them on yet.
Yep, gotta get that done.
I got bead locks. Mine might be a little easier than yours.
Yeah, maybe.
What the fuck? fuck? I don't want to look at some goddamn hotels.
That's a sign, Arizona. You got to come up to us.
All right, let's look at here.
I got the 2810 by 14 Rockabillys, Raymond. They should be here in a few days. As soon as they come in, I'll pick them up.
Holy fuck.
What?
Airfare has really gone up.
Huh?
I'm talking really gone up.
Yeah.
Wow. That's flipping amazing. Because a buddy of mine just got a round trip ticket from Washington down to here. Round trip, $99.
One of the guys I work with
Damn.
went to Florida for a round trip.
Jesus.
And they're saying from PA to here. Oh wait, here's one on Frontier for 176 one way. He didn't say I had to get him back.
Right.
Oh, you got to get me back too. That ain't a
No,
part of the
no,
deal.
that's not what you said. You said I just had to get you a ticket here. Oh.
If I come, I want to bring my side by side.
Does that mean I just send you freaking UPS ground?
Yep. And
package in your side by side with shrink wrap?
I will sit inside my side by side, me and the wife and the kids, and we'll be shipped over the ground shipping.
I'll send you some snacks.
Yeah.
Redneck.
There we go.
Would that be classified as human trafficking?
Maybe.
Gary says Tennessee to Phoenix round trip was $900 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and then it's still 3.5, 4 hours driving to and from Phoenix each way.
Yeah.
Where would I, if you were,
I'll just
like,
buy
if
a
I were to fly
helicopter
down,
when
where
I get
would I
rich.
land?
I'd
What's
be
that?
Phoenix.
You said I'd land in Phoenix?
Yeah.
How close is that to you?
About 3.5 hours away.
You might as well take a bush plane. I'm just going to skydive down on the house.
Well, we do have a little puddle jumble airport here in town.
Yep.
I'll just talk to the pilots. Flying the Boeing 747. Can you land right there for me? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, guys, I guess we should call it a night.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I see it.
Yeah. All right, I will work on the internet this week. See what I can do. Hopefully that pipe goes straight out to the garage. We're going to find out.
Yeah, I'd run something somewhat stiff through there. And
if you do,
yeah, the only thing I have stiff around here.
Go ahead, Steve.
Huh?
Go ahead, what you were saying.
Hey, here's an idea, Steve. Just run the garden hose into the hole in the garage and see if you end up with a puddle in the basement.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
That's a
Then
win-win.
run your
Clean out
electrical
the
wires.
pipe.
No,
Yeah.
if you do decide to run that through your garage, if you go get fish tape's like a spool, and then you feed it out through it.
Yeah.
You could get like a wire pulling wire. It almost looks like a braided fishing line. Stick a piece of, you can look it up on YouTube, but stick a piece of Walmart bag, like a plastic bag, into the pipe with the shop vac on the other side.
Yeah.
It'll suck that baggie through, and it puts all your pool line completely through the pipe for you.
Yeah.
Or
To
Steve can just do a second profession and just suck it on through.
yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Put a golf ball.
I was thinking the pipe's big enough; it should just push through it.
Yeah, when you go that long of a distance, you start getting so much cable, it starts to ball up, and
It starts
Yeah.
to get it. The best bet is to push and pull it once you get so far.
but actually, like what you were saying, you could just freaking get a little baggie to where it kind of fits just a little bit snug in the pipe, maybe not even really snug,
Yeah.
and just tie some string to it and suck it through with the vacuum, and then pull the string back out with the Cat 5 connected to it.
That's what I
That's
was
true.
just saying.
Yep.
Once you get it in, if you need any help
That's
with it,
true.
it don't have to be on a weekend. Maybe we can do it before live one day,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Okay.
Or just go put your shit back where it was before you moved it today.
No,
Yeah, you
it's
could
not
do
fast
that.
enough out there. I gotta have it. I gotta have it faster than that out there. My max.
Then you should have bought a razor.
No. Buying a razor is like buying them little plug-in wall things. They only work for a little bit.
And here I got 4 of them and I've been using them for years.
Well, I think it's the electrical in his house.
You got a 200 amp service
not.
right there?
Amp.
That's small.
Yeah.
Yeah, my place is 100 amp, but fuck, the hot water heater and everything's all gas. So is the stove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so is our
that's
stuff. That's probably why they always
That's
win.
another thing why it's probably small, because we got a 200 amp in mine, and ours is all electric.
All right, Steve,
Yeah.
I'm off of here.
All right, guys.
All right.
We'll see you later. Have fun.
We'll
See you,
see.
everybody.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.